Hey guys, welcome back. So today's look is going to be a pearl skull look. It is relatively easy, just a little time consuming, but I love how it turned out. So I'm going to begin by prepping my skin with the ESMI. This is the Skin Treat. This is the one with gold flakes in it. It's really nice and hydrating, so if you're someone with dry skin, you will love this. And continuing on with the hydration, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. This is one that I recommend to everybody. And because we are using the Fenty foundation, it is such a matte finish. It's always nice to have a little bit of hydration underneath it, even if I am combination to oily. I still find that this foundation lasts all day long, even if I do prep my skin with something super hydrating. But this is a medium to full coverage foundation. Then moving on to concealer, and I'm going in with the Collection Concealer as well as the Kat Von D. And this is going to be a really nice combo of a highlight shade and something that's closer to my skin tone. So I'm going to use that all over the face to highlight. I'm going to blend that in with a sponge. Now to set all of that in place, I'm then going to be taking the INSTAFIX and Matte Powder. This is just a translucent powder, and that is going all over the face and underneath the eyes. And that is going to be our next step, which is bronzing. So bronzing today, I'm going to be using the PONI Cosmetics Unicorn Chocolate. And this is just going to go just along the cheekbones. Because we will be doing, white all over the rest of the face, I just wanted to add a little bit of something towards the cheekbones. And I have done my brows, and I'm moving straight onto the eyes, and of course I'm using my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm just taking the really dark brown color, I believe it's called Oud, and then going in with the more reddy color, and that is going to go into the socket line and blending that up into the crease just to diffuse that color. And then I'm going in with one of my favorite colors, and this is a beautiful coral color, and this is going on the lash line on the bottom as well as blending out the crease and socket. Then going in with Twilight, this is going into the inner corner just as a pop of color. I think it is so fun and it's so different. And then for liner today, I'm going to be using the Pegasus liner from PONI Cosmetics, and this is going to be a relatively dramatic line today. You can do whatever you like though. And then going in with the Lifted Mascara by Tarte. This is one of my all-time favorites. It's a black brown, so it's a little bit more subtle, but we are wearing lashes today, and the lashes that I'm using are from AliExpress. They were super affordable and they are my favorite. I'm then going in with the cream paint. Now this I did find I had to go over a couple of times to make it really opaque, and this you do have to set with a eyeshadow as well. I didn't set it today just because I wasn't wearing it for hours and hours, but if you are planning on using this kind of makeup, please do use a eyeshadow or something really to just set it. So whether if it's a translucent powder or an eyeshadow, just make sure you set this in place, otherwise it will move. Then going in to that circle around the eye, I'm then going to use all of those little like half moons, and that's going to be my little flowers around the eye, and then going to start creating a spider web, and this is going on the forehead, so you guys can see what I'm doing, and I am starting to create that web effect. And then it's just a matter of going around the face and adding all the details that you like. So I'm going into the nose, and I'm going to fill that in as well. Again, you can do whatever design you want. This is just something that I was kind of like freestyling. I was just kind of winging it. I wasn't really sure what I was doing and what kind of look I was going for, but this is just something that I was really happy how it turned out. And again, it's something that you really have to play with and kind of, experiment with, because not every skull is going to look the same. So just play with it, add all the swirls around. You can add, any kind of design on the face. Just do what you like and what you think looks best. So I'm adding a bunch of different little swirls all over the face, and I decided to do a little web on the chin as well. Again, it's very personal preference. You can do whatever you like. You can add swirls all over the face if you want to instead of webs. You could add flowers. You could do any kind of design, but these are just super simple, and this is just a really good inspiration for you guys. So do whatever you think looks best. Now, I fully understand that doing teeth on any makeup look is probably the most difficult. Now, I have definitely had my fair share of terrible teeth when it comes to Halloween makeup tutorials. Now, I feel like recently I have really started to nail them, and I just do like the shape of like a Hershey Kisses, and I do that on the top and on the bottom, and I just kind of feather it out as well. This particular product is really easy to work with when you are trying to do teeth. So I think it's just a matter of being patient and practicing. So just try to do like Hershey kisses on the top and bottom and see how you like the shape. You can definitely play with this, and you can use Q-tips if you make a mistake, but definitely practice and see how you guys go. But just to make a shadow in between the teeth and just make them look a little bit more dimensional and, you know, I don't know, fancy, I'm going in with that same first dark color that we used, and I'm going to use that around the teeth, and that's going to give it a little bit of a shadow and just kind of make them stand out a little bit more against my skin color. So I'm just going to add that in between every single tooth, and I'm also going to be adding this around the rest of the face just to add a little bit more dimension. So this is going to go on the inner part of the circle near my eyes. These are totally optional though. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. This is just an extra little step so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. And I did decide to add pearls all over the face, so I'm going to be doing this on the outer parts of like the flower skirt around the eyes. Again, totally optional. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I personally really like how these turned out. I think they look really cute, and they just, you know, something a little bit more different, and I like it. So I stuck these down with eyelash glue, but again, you can use latex or anything like that, whatever you have on hand. So I'm going to add that to the end of each swirl that I've done on the face, as well as around the forehead as well, so all around that web. And again, you can add these wherever you want, or you don't have to add them at all. Totally optional, but that, guys, is everything. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.